Okay, to kick this video off with a fight, we're gonna take on... I don't know who you are exactly. Jikoku-ten, maybe? And I guessed correctly, but he's only level 51, so this is kind of going to be a murder. Let's throw a fire spell and see what... Oh, he's weak to fire, never mind. So I didn't think I'd find it that fast, but hey. I'll toss this out to be obnoxious. And if for some reason you don't go for that... I'm going to go with a Fang Breaker. And we'll throw out another Rakunda. Oh no. Okay, that's actually interesting. Tempest time? Got the crit. Okay, don't miss. You had one job. So this time I will do the Fire Draco Strike. I could probably pop the Magatsugi and kill him next turn. I don't think he's going to do a physical move, I think he's going to do an elemental. I'm actually going to guard with him and Kushinada, since they're my squishy guys. Oof, oof. Well, you had a good run while it lasted, Jikoku-ten. Except for the part where you ran into me. That would have been bad. So in case you're wondering, I did not heal after the Ariok fight. This was just me wandering around, grabbing some loot. I paid off the Dekarabia because he was helping me find some gems. But yeah, that is it for this area, I think. For old time's sake, we'll open this and see what happens. Life stones, which I don't need. So I figured this would be the area where we needed to go, but I'm not seeing anything. Let's see if Koshimizu, or whatever his name is up here. Yep.
So the Demon King is dead, then. You're a credit to Bethel, Japan. That was no small feat.
Yeah, Master Abdiel said that too. So, did we save Tokyo? Is the world safe now?
No. I'd say the true battle is about to begin.
What? What do you mean?
I said it before. The real Tokyo is long gone. This Tokyo is a sacred simulacrum, restored by the power of God. But its time is running out. The world is fracturing, collapsing. If this demonic conqueror in Algami's report really did kill the Creator, all his divine miracles must be waning. Slaying the Demon King did much to protect the world at large, but Tokyo itself is now on the brink of destruction.
What?
So, our course is clear. As of today, I will be declaring my independence from Bethel.
You're leaving them.
If we want to save Tokyo, we have only one option left. To take the throne of Anahobino and craft a new world. But Bethel HQ remains doggedly opposed to this, which makes them our enemy, I'm afraid.
So heresy is our only option left. World creation has been forbidden, but
You're just ditching Bethel?
To take the throne is to deny the Creator's will and deny the laws he created. And to betray those laws is to betray Bethel itself.
But Master Abdiel was good to me. I'm nobody special, but she still helped me. Why do we gotta betray them like this? We could just ask them to help us save Tokyo, right?
Tokyo's faced apocalyptic destruction before, but the Archangel dismissed us, said it was destiny. And a Bethel bereft of God has even less stake in our future.
But we're just humans, ordinary people. How can we go against the angels?
Quite easily, with my help. I am their equal in power. No, I am an even higher being.
What? What are you saying?
I suppose you three deserve to know. The truth is, I am no human. I am Tsukuyomi of the Amatsukami, one of Japan's eldest guardians.
What?
Bethel's cooperation did help us protect Japan, and I am grateful to God for saving Tokyo. However, with the Creator dead, we are no longer bound to Bethel's will. Instead, we will fight to protect our home, even if they refuse to.
so the truth comes out.
I'll cut to the chase. Sometime soon, Bethel HQ is going to hold a summit, a meeting between all international branches. I would have you three accompany me.
What? Us? Seriously?
I expect many other branches in attendance, and depending on how the discussions go, things may escalate violently. However, Bethel Japan's lost most of its regular fighting force, casualties of Armageddon. As such, you three will be attending as my bodyguards. Security detail, at least on paper.
Understood.
When the dates are set, I will contact you. Until then, your time is yours to spend. Listen closely.
I'd like you to accompany me to the summit as well. Your very existence surely marks a turning point, proof of Bethel's lack of control.
Hey, man!
What are they going to talk about at that meeting with Bethel HQ? Do I even belong in a fancy event like that? No, not really.
Do you have a sec?
Can we talk for a bit? Let's see. How about up on the dorm roof? I mean, less people are likely to hear you here than at the dorms. Did you know that there's a renowned research lab nearby? It's the strangest thing, the view of the city from around there can look oddly blurry. Maybe I just need new glasses. The other day, this cape man with a katana gave me this weird device. Seemed a little like a smartphone. Said I deserved it since I was grieving over humanity's future. Wonder if I'll ever know what he really meant. It's most likely supposed to be the comp that they can use to summon demons. When you live as long as I have, son, you get used to old haunts and familiar sights disappearing on you. But I'm still gonna go to that bathhouse every day. That place ain't gonna vanish on me. With everything else going on in the world, it helps focus on my running routine. Dang it, there we go. You know what I really think? My theory is that our current Prime Minister is an alien. Well, not like that I'll fly on the Sunday morning talk shows. I'll keep that one in my pocket for the end of the year TV specials. Sergeant Yakumo had a son, if I recall. Good kid, honorable, just like his father. Hope the world hasn't beaten him down too. I believe this is literally all the backstory you get for Shohei. I'd like to say I'm exaggerating, but from what I was reading online, they seriously do just write him out. Like, to talk a little bit, people are anticipating a Maniacs version down the line, just like Persona 5 got a Royal one, From what I was reading, I guess Persona 5 Royal bombed in Japan, so if we get any sort of like expansion like that, I hope it'd be DLC, because I'm not buying another game. Demons are getting harder to cover up. Civilians are all over are starting to notice. Just hope the public doesn't dissolve into panic. Last thing we need is being reassigned to suppressing riots. To put into context, a lot of the stuff in Nocturne didn't really make sense until the Maniac expansion came out. Me, I like the sound of pier, or rather someplace a wharf, or calling someplace a wharf. That's some tasty seaboard phonetics. Huh. Fewer NPCs than before.
It seems you've noticed as well.
How could this be? Tokyo is vanishing?
The Shekinah glory is unraveling. Tokyo was actually destroyed once, almost 2 decades ago. But God copied it back into existence, preventing any further anarchy. That was God's greatest modern miracle. The Shekinah glory. However, with God defeated, that miracle has begun to dissipate. Along with the city that depended on it. If we don't act fast, Tokyo might disappear forever.
Incoming message from Bethel, Japan. Tomorrow, a pandemonic summit will be held with all of Bethel's leadership. The summit will be held in the Netherworld. We are to await further orders at the Tokyo Diet Building.
So the question is, how many of them all have Nahobinos? The next day. Not seeing anyone new to talk to. Can we actually go in here? Like, are there any NPCs? Okay, apparently I've been missing this area. Oops. I'm so bored. Everything feels so empty lately.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey there. Oh, we never actually talked, but I've seen you with Miyazu and the others a lot. Actually in the same class as Miyazu. I
So...
haven't seen Miyazu since the whole incident at school, but is she doing okay? Our Prime Minister really knows what he's doing, especially compared to the last politicians we had running the show. He's passing all kinds of great measures, stuff that would never make it through under the last administration. He's a real pro, I tell you. Patriotism isn't just the patriotism isn't just lip service. You can tell in his speeches the PM really truly wants to help Japan. Can't help but root for a guy like that. Dang it.
Yes?
Hello there. Jozoji's quite an impressive temple, don't you think? I heard you defeated the Demon King, Ariok. No ordinary angel or demon could have accomplished such a feat.
Yes.
And so Bethel's greatest enemy has fallen. However, there's another problem at hand. But before that, I should tell you that your existence in the world is likely to create quite a stir in the near future. Trying to find out where you find his backstory, because I know it's also pretty limited. So real quick... Gonna peek in here for any NPCs. School's closed. If only, if only. Anyway, I'm still expecting there to be a bunch more scenes. Worst case scenario, that opening fight may be the only actual battle you see. So I'm going to peek up here to see if our friends are around. But this is going to be where we go into the fourth and final area. And no, I'm still not strong enough to do some of those DLC side quests I bought. I can actually do Artemis, I think.
Are you prepared for the summit? It's shaping up to be a rather intense meeting, considering that the Japan division intends to break away from Bethel.
It's not going to be the only one. I'm calling it now.
Every country will be represented at the summit, so this is sure to cause quite a stir among many. Be sure to exercise caution throughout.
Won't be an issue.
I appreciate your honesty with me. However, should the discussion sour beyond words, I will protect you. After all, we will be attending a pandemonic summit. Nigh anything can happen during such an event. I do not tell you this to cause concern, though. I merely recognize that you were dragged into this situation and that you deserve a full understanding of it. I wish to see you rise against any obstacle in your path and use the circumstances to your advantage. It will be crucial to your survival.
Okay, everyone did get healed. I wonder if the loading screens are determined by the area you go into, because these are low-level guys. Okay, so Artemis's crap is over here.
Well...
Who are you? Wait, I should give my own name first before asking for another's.
True.
I'm Artemis. I'm the goddess of the moon and the hunt and daughter of the almighty Zeus. I came here because I heard that someone had slain Hydra. I assume it must have been done by the demigod Hercules, but I don't know where he is. Might you have an idea of his whereabouts?
No.
You said it was you, but you look nothing like Hercules. That's not what you mean?
Huh?
You were the one who slayed the Hydra. But you're so thin, your body's even close to that of Hercules. I find it hard to believe you. Now that you mention it, you do have a presence similar to that of a demigod. I suppose looks can be deceiving.
True.
If it's true that you were the one to slay the Hydra, then you must be a skilled warrior, looking to gain strength enough to unite this world and end its suffering. Naturally, that calls for a strong partner to train. If you are a warrior, then you should also have the eyes to gauge the strength of your opponent.
Yes.
Therefore, I have a request for you, Hercules of Japan. I want you to find me a powerful foe that will serve me in my training. Fear not, I don't intend to leave you searching blindly under such vague guidelines.
Well...
Truth is, I've heard that a demon called Quetzalcoatl has just appeared nearby.
True.
Locate Quetzalcoatl and then take him out, find out if they are truly powerful. Having traveled these lands, there is no one better equipped to handle this task than you. I trust you won't disappoint me. So, Leyland Cross, Nagatacho. So he's gonna swoop down at us. And he's level 34, so he is horribly outclassed here. I don't remember what his weakness was. Weak to Zio. Got a vitality ball for my trouble. So when we jump back, we're going to have to fight Artemis, just a heads up. Thing is, if the enemy she wants you to scout is in his 30s, then she's not far behind, if she's even behind at all. For your sake, Artemis, I hope that's a gold cloth.
Hey!
It's you, Hercules of Japan. What do you think of Quetzalcoatl's strength? You report to Artemis on Quetzalcoatl. You defeated Quetzalcoatl. That means they weren't a particularly formidable opponent. That's unfortunate. It would do me any good if they're not at least as powerful as my father. Or perhaps if the real Hercules were here.
Yes!
Hercules of Japan, if you happen to meet the real Hercules in your travels...
No.
Wait, if you slew the Hydra as you so claimed, then perhaps you would be suitable.
True.
Let's find out. I ask that you face me. I understand this is sudden, but speak to me when you're ready.
Well...
Hercules of Japan, are you prepared?
Take aim.
Then here goes. Damn. Stupid daughter of Zeus status. Over 50 times harder. Huh. So I guess that's, what is it, the Pegasus Meteor Kick? Weak to fire. Okay, the moment of truth. Nahobino Ryuseiken. And it's a no-go. Burner. Burn the witch. Degrabi, you had one job, man. So she never had a chance to even burn her cosmos. I lost? No, how could I ever bring peace like this?
What's that?
My dear daughter Artemis, why are you crying? Father. Father, I lost again. I'm so very torn. I killed my love Orion and I couldn't bring victory to the Trojans. You are no stranger to pain, but that is why you strive to be better. Keep up your training and don't stop. Besides, that demon is a powerful one. He has a special kind of power.
Right.
So if you're looking for someone to learn from, then there's no one better than him. I understand, Father. I'll keep on training. And then someday I'll surpass even you.
That's good.
That's the spirit, my daughter. I'm sorry you had to see such a pathetic side of me. I, Artemis, acknowledge your abilities and would like to follow you and learn from your strength. Artemis joins the group. She can also fuse her. So if you want to see what she's got... Weak to fire, nulls, bufus, and Zio resists light and dark. Astral Saint Strike. 15 weak physical attacks to random foes. That is totally the Pegasus Ryuseiken. Head Crush, Somersault, pretty nasty move since it's a full defense drop. It's a bit on the pricey side too. Tarukaja, Mabufula, Zeodyne. Basically, other than her uniques, you really do need to get her other crap if she's going to be viable. And you have to do something about her fire weakness. So... I don't have a very strong dark user, do I? Closest thing would be him, I think. We'll give Chimera a shot, I guess. Okay, so I warped over to the diet. We're gonna head there. And then we should see a lot of scenes.
Pardon me.
Master Abdiel will arrive shortly afterwards. Transport to the summon hall prepared by Shiva will take place.
This way.
Now, line up over here.
Good. You're here. Time for that security detail. Let's go, you two.
Ah, if it isn't the champion of the Arioch campaign himself. We surely could not have triumphed without your strength.
You do me too much honor, Master Abdiel. I can only express my pride that the Japanese branch managed to serve Bethel's aims.
Indeed so. A duty I am sure you will continue to perform.
Of course.
I will go on ahead to the conference hall. Ensure you are not late.
I can already tell this is going to be a mess. Well, that means we're up. Please direct Yuzuru and his friend when they arrive.
Sir. Greetings. I, Khonsu, represent Bethel, Egypt. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I speak for the Greeks. And I, the Nordic branch. I shall be filling in as Lord Shiva's proxy. What, the Lord of Dance tire himself out? Lord Shiva simply refuses to sit in with the rest of you. Now let's begin with this pandemonic nonsense and be done with it. Abdiel?
Very well. As many of you are surely aware, we have recently achieved a decisive victory over the legions of chaos. Surt, Ishtar, Arioch. Each of them were formidable in their own right, yet all lie slain at the feet of Bethel, Japan. Henceforth, all forces that marched into the Netherworld may retreat and return to their normal duties.
I am unconcerned with the fate of Lucifer's thralls. What interests me is the Lord of Chaos himself. Word is he took out the Creator. Tell me what you make of that.
Clearly that falsehood was designed to lead us astray. Do not be deceived. Bethel must remain united.
How dim are you? You realize with the Creator gone, we might as well drop the pretense of an alliance altogether.
True. I see no merit in joining forces any further. Lord Shiva has in fact expected this, and is already preparing our next move. Patience, everyone. Perhaps it would do us all well to step back and review our circumstances.
Khonsu speaks wisely. Rather than acting rashly, let us each take a moment to reason amongst ourselves.
This is a good opportunity to discern where each faction stands. Go and listen to what each of them has to say.
Okay, I've been going through a sneezing fit during that scene, which is why I put it on auto.
I've always aspired to keep our city safe. To me, working with Director Koshimizu seems the most logical way to accomplish that. And now, with everything that's happened, it's clear to me that one almighty being isn't enough to protect Tokyo. Not by a long shot. That's why I want the world to be as the Director envisions. Where the gods of old watch over us, governing with their wisdom.
Okay, I'm gonna be going mute again, but luckily this is all voice acted.
I'm Japanese too, so I'm all for the idea of protecting Japan. Still, Master Abdiel's words make the most sense to me.
"18 years ago, Tokyo endured the conception unwittingly. Now, with the Shekinah glory fading, the loss we face would be unbearable."
Okay, to chime in real quick, the whole conception thing, this line is what spawned all the theories that you may have read about this being the direct sequel to Nocturne. And I'll see if I can touch on that as we go.
We were wrong to place our trust in one god. Only a multitude of divine beings can give the world the proper attention it needs. Furthermore, it is only right for us, the Amatsukami, to keep our land secure.
A time of great undoing is upon us. The word of Lord Shiva has been spoken. I must say, this world of flaws and contradictions fashioned by an absentee ruler is long overdue for renovation.
So I'm not really familiar with Vosky to know really anything about him. But these are two new designs. This is Odin. You can tell because if you look at the blue patch, that's supposed to be the lost eye he has from feasting at Yggdrasil. And the crow is either supposed to be Hunan or Munin, the birds that go around the world and feed him news every day.
Long ago, the Creator, in his boundless arrogance, issued an edict of condemnation, damning all gods to primitivity.
So the spear is Gungnir, but I don't see his ring. But overall, I like this design much better than the old one.
This condemnation forbade the existence of Nahobino outright, thus preventing any challenge to his reign. Oh, how I long to break free of this curse. But wait, are you not a Nahobino? How could you have broken the shackles that bind us?
So, for Zeus here, this is a new design and it's really freaking weird.
If the Creator's dead, his throne ought to be free for the taking. At least that's how it should work. Ah, I'm sick of hearing babble from that winged wench and her automatons.
Kansu is another one I don't really know much about.
See for yourself the Creator's almighty handiwork. See how the Earth's inhabitants lament their injustices and buckle under misfortune. Had we the authority, we would create a world of gladness, where all are treated with equity and compassion.
The Creator can never be defeated. But were that even to be true, surely he would rise up once more. Yes, we must await his glorious return. Until then, we join hands and guide our people. That is Bethel's duty. Hear me. Bethel's mission is to sustain this world, God's world. Any objections?
Damn right there are. I say you cut the act and admit your god is dead and gone.
He speaks true. Besides, Lord Shiva will soon bring this world to its proper end. On whose authority? If any being is to decide this world's fate, it will be me.
Not while the condemnation stands, it won't. It is undeniable proof that the Most High still sits upon the throne.
Does he? Then how do you explain the Nahobino standing here before us? we to take it this god of yours deems him a worthy successor to the throne? Forgive me, but is he not the proto-fiend of Bethel? Has your god not chosen him?
Very well. If his existence serves as blasphemy, I cannot remain in ignorance. Witness, as I smite this aberration and blot out his sin from the earth.
Off camera, I became Idun. See, I had to give up Black Frost, which I freaking hate. Now, she's only going to focus the Nahobino. Use that to your advantage. Wow, I got the poison on turn 1. That's kind of hard to do. It's going to speed up the fight immensely. Now I need a guard here just to regen some MP.
Take this!
Now the bad news is, since I'm stopping her from acting, she only takes 1 poison tick instead of like multiple ones. So that's the drawback. Have her guard. As long as I keep doing this, I don't think she has a single thing in her arsenal that will actually help her. Now, since this is turn 3, she may use her light move. We'll see.
Heaven's judgment!
Sadly, it is AoE. But by being Idun, I don't take light damage anymore. I think I resist wind, but I'm weak to electric. And I'm going to stick with Fizz Block. Reason for that is she is going to focus the Nahobino alone, so I don't even need to worry about them unless there's going to be another AoE attack that comes out, and the passive healing may be enough by then. If I had Eat Whole on Hydra, then yeah, I could start healing him there now. I'm gonna go for the win here.
You ready?
That was only 900 damage. Okay, that was almost 300 out of him. No comment on that one. So yeah, she's gonna survive here. Next turn. Would have been hilarious if the counter was what killed her. So I wanted to save my MP for one final Mudoon here. The attack that's coming is going to be Maragadine in case you're trying to follow along. No poison. Had I not killed her there, the Maragadine would have killed me. Hydra levels up, so I can ditch Fire Breath for Eat Whole. Ice Breath for Masuku Kaja. Like, the Breath moves in Nocturne are real early game stuff because you need more reliable crap later. These feel even worse than the Nocturne ones. Anyway, you get the Zanma crap. And here are your scenes.
Impossible. How could I have fallen?
So this is the power meant for us. Not bad, Nahobino. God was right to be afraid. Perhaps I, too, will seek out my old knowledge. And so were our ties to Bethel severed. When we next meet, it shall be as adversaries. May none be so foolish as to cross me. I must inform Lord Shiva of this new development.
Well, I'm done.
All have forsaken us for their own selfish gain. Does this please you, Tsukuyomi? To see demonkind fall to chaos? To see all that Bethel has struggled for, scattered?
I truly couldn't be more satisfied. Entrusting this beautiful world to such a vain despot was always a mistake. We shall establish a new world order. One where countless gods can freely illumine the horizon. As for you, Abdiel, may you find your home. By the way,
I'd like to discuss our next move and our plan for the general feature. Come speak to me in the conference room later. So I'll talk to these people, but then I'm going to take a break.
Speaking of which...
Sounds like Yakumo broke in again. The logs suggest he definitely found out about Bethel's joint summit, but I take it he didn't show up there himself. Glad to hear he didn't cause any trouble, but don't relax yet. He's definitely watching for our next move. Though after watching that fiasco, he might just be gloating. Seeing Bethel so divided is probably exactly what he wants. Maybe we'll get a Shin Megami Tensei 5 Apocalypse told from Shohei's perspective.
Yes.
After Armageddon forced the myriad gods of Japan to expend their powers and go into hiding, the Japanese branch's strength was depleted and was therefore in danger of being absorbed. That's why we used the Protofiend technology and mass-produced the Ogami model to prove that we could still fight. Because in Japan, Protofiends have been created and deployed as heroes time and time again for as long as anyone can remember.
Yes?
Oh, you're curious about why it's called Bethel? Let's see, if I remember right, it's the name of a location mentioned in the Old Testament of the Bible. Apparently it means House of God. It turns out the House of God is full of angels. Big surprise, right? Indeed. Okay, I hopped back into the dive building. How have you been? I know it's not my place to say this, so please don't push yourself too hard, okay? What was she here for?
Yes. Yes? Yes?
Anyway, I did the Artemis thing, but I never actually finished the quest. Welcome back. Do you locate the reading for the goddess? You report on the investigation with Artemis. So the source of that reading was the goddess Artemis. Not only that, but you defeated her. Then, based on what you said, her father... Well, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any problems considering the chief god Zeus has acknowledged you. Thank you for your help. I think that takes care of this matter. So we get 5 vitality bombs, which is basically like 10 vitality points for me. And that's enough to level me up, which is what I kind of should have done earlier. Yeah. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do Cleopatra yet. The still life of my soul is created by yours truly. Do you not find it lovely? So now you have Kushinada Hime's essence.
True.
Oh my god, she actually does say the power of the cosmos. As payment for your work, I'll register Artemis' data to your the virtual trainer. With this, you can engage in virtual battles with Artemis. I'll send word to have you cleared, so speak with my superior if you want to give it a try. Wow. So, yeah, even they're making cracks now. Okay, after that small detour, we're actually going to move forward.
Now then, I will go over our plans once more. As I stated earlier, the Japanese branch will become its own entity, separate from Bethel. And in order to save Tokyo, we are going to take God's throne. If there's anything you aren't clear on, now would be the time to ask. Regarding the War of the Gods, the Empyrean, the throne, or perhaps creation itself, I will explain in full detail.
What is the War of the Gods?
Ever since time out of mind, the gods would do battle for the right to rule the world. Before the Creator reigned supreme, the throne belonged to Baal, god of the harvest. And even before that, it was held by Ra, the sun god.
So the Baal part is supposed to tie into Devil Survivor 1, I think, where it's the War of the Bells.
Every god who assumes the throne obtains its vast power, enough to reshape the world however they see fit.
They never really did much with the Egyptian mythology in this series, have they?
As such, many a god has fallen in pursuit of that power. Regarding the War of the Gods, the Empyrean, the throne, or perhaps creation itself, I will explain in full detail.
What is the Empyrean?
The throne of creation lies at the pinnacle of Empyrean heaven, or simply the Empyrean, as it has become known. That is where the Creator would be now, were he not ousted by Lucifer, as was claimed.
Considering our fusion into a Nahobino, the claim is likely valid.
Only Nahobino are allowed in the Empyrean's sacred space. As such, none have entered thus far. But you, however, can. Do not fear, I won't let you go it alone. I intend to become a Nahobino as well. Regarding the War of the Gods, the Empyrean, the throne, or perhaps creation itself, I will explain in full detail.
What is the throne?
The throne of creation exists to prove one's dominion over the earth. Whoever assumes the throne may determine the world's laws and inner workings, much like how the Creator established his own order. Before the Creator, many other gods fought viciously over the throne, and hence the right to rule the world. And in order to save Tokyo, we must do the same. Regarding the War of the Gods, the Empyrean, the throne, or perhaps creation itself, I will explain in full detail.
What is a Nahobino?
A Nahobino is a god in the fullest, or truest sense. Our original form, if you will. In ancient times, we were all Nahobino. But when the Creator took the throne, he demanded there be no other gods before him, and diabolized us all. He accomplished this by spiriting our knowledge away. Without the knowledge needed to shape a functioning world, we ceased to be divine, and were left to contend with our fallen nature. Our knowledge was sealed within the Garden of Eden. Mortals soon ate of its fruit, binding all knowledge to their souls and all who came after. Ever since the fall of man, demons have vied to steal the souls of humankind and restore their former selves. But they were doomed to fail. Long it was futile to seek out our knowledge and reclaim our former glory. But with Armageddon fulfilled, the rules have yet again changed. Aogami's true name is Susanoo. As Proto-Fiend, he was created to inherit the Amatsukami's full power. I myself provided the template.
So real quick, this was foreshadowed earlier with what's-her-face, the Ama no something chick. Mythologically, that's the daughter of Susanoo, just so you know.
And as I've said before, I am Tsukuyomi of the Amatsukami. It is my personal mission to become a Nahobino and rescue Tokyo from the mouth of danger. But to do that, I require your aid.
Understood. So will he be the one to create the world, being that only the Nahobino can do it?
It could very well end up being him. But what if I were to say that you, Yuzuru Atsuta, also have that potential?
I do.
After my time spent observing you, I am all but certain you are the one holding my knowledge.
What?
Yes, if you so choose, you too can harness the power of a Nahobino and recreate the world. Will you not do so in service of your home?
But that would mean I'm the same as him? If I really do have that power, enough to save Tokyo, I'll do it. I'll become a Nahobino.
Your resolve is admirable. Excellent. We now have two Nahobino on our side, Atsuta and you. From here, we strike at Bethel headquarters, then make our way to the Empyrean post-haste.
Hey, guys? You think I could be a Nahobino too?
My condolences, Dazai, but you do not appear to bear the knowledge of an Amatsukami.
But could he bear the knowledge of something else, perhaps?
Oh.
Don't be disheartened. I sense yet another's knowledge resting within you.
No way.
However, only its owner can identify it. So I suggest you stay on guard. A demon may be lying in wait for you. With that said, I must begin investigating a way to reach the Empyrean. I'm fairly certain the secret lies in Ueno, given the density of Bethel security there. So, I will concentrate our branch's efforts on that. I will contact you the moment I turn up a solid answer. Until then, please bear with me. Listen.
Since you form a Nahobino with Aogami, that is my brother Susanoo. You two are like family to me. To our mutual success, So I'm Director Koshimizu's. Somehow, I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
But if it's really true, then I won't hesitate. Tokyo is my home, and I'll do everything I can to protect it. I wonder whose knowledge I've got inside me. Does that mean I can be a Nahobino too? I don't know if I'll ever be a Nahobino, but I still want to protect everyone, so I'll fight with all I've got. Never be able to do it myself, but Master Abdiel might be able to.
Hey, what do you think I should do now?
Stay out of trouble. Head down.
I can't decide anything on my own.
Head down, no questions.
I guess I really do need Master Abdiel. Do you know where she is?
Probably still at the summit.
Oh, alright, let's go see.
How about no? Damn it, Desai.
Master Abdiel, are you alright?
I lost to the Japanese branch. It no longer matters what happens to me.
That's not true! You're not done yet, Master Abdiel!
You saw what happened. Even an Archangel is no match for a Nahobino.
Then maybe you just have to become a Nahubino too. I'll find the human who has your knowledge, and I'll bring them to you.
That won't be necessary.
But
They're already here.
Huh?
It is you, Ichiro Dazai. You are my knowledge.
Me? I'm your knowledge?
Bit of a low bar, but okay, we'll go with it.
Wait, that means you can use me to become a Nahubino!
The power of the Nahobino is forbidden. As the Archangel, I must not defy the condemnation.
But if you became a Nahubino, then you could...
Hear my voice and take heed, Abdiel.
Who is that?
If your prayer is indeed for harmony, you must bring that about yourself.
So that's that.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, thank goodness. Listen, we need to talk. It's serious.
You're telling me.
But I can't really tell you here. Would you mind meeting me on the roof? I'll go on ahead.
I'll bring the Ouija board. Almost missed this.
A moment,
I
please.
always thought there was something about Prime Minister Koshimizu, but I never expected he'd actually be a god, a real god, right out of myths. It's pretty impressive, right? We're colleagues with a god. What a shame. I'd love to brag about it, but there's nobody else I could tell. Just put it in your blog. I heard from an angel the other day, Ho. This Tokyo is just a big fake, and soon it's all going to be gone, Ho. This Tokyo is full of fun and goodies, Ho. I don't want it to disappear. Yeah, there's something with new text. Thanks to all the stuff going on, our employee cafeteria is closed indefinitely. Might as well just work from home at this rate. Dang it. Okay, that's one new one. Look, I saw this ghostly figure just fade into that high-rise apartment complex. The residence, whatever. I swear it was right there. There was never a building like that there. You sure you're not just confused? He saw a ghost. Who are we gonna call? Not see who else we can talk to.
sorry I just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah, sorry we haven't gathered the Dragon Balls yet. It's on our to-do list. Thought you were dead.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. The Tao Isanokami you knew did die. But her soul was reborn by a power beyond description, forming who I am now. As the goddess of creation, my new purpose is to guide the Nahobino to his throne. Take a good look. Tokyo is fading like the setting sun. Its time is almost up. Before it's too late, I want you to reach the Empyrean and recreate the world. You risked your life for me and Sahoria without even a moment's hesitation. To us, you're a true savior, and in every sense of the word. What power I have shall be yours. And together, we can forge a new future. Until then, will you let me fight at your side? That's all I ask of you. And let us go forward together. We both know God's miracle is dissipating. Tokyo, and everyone in it, will vanish without a trace. If this stirs your heart even a little, make for the throne and create a new world, one according to your vision. And to foster that, I'll escort you to Dot, where the path to the Empyrean lies.
So, yeah, Angioki is actually here. I wonder if we need the 4 demons for him.
A new realm of Dot lies before us. One that leads to the Empyrean.
The path to the Empyrean. It has also been called the Temple of Eternity. Long before the first human being, the entity who oversaw this world created a bridge to the throne. However, Bethel headquarters has hidden the keys to access it, and so the path remains closed. There are 3 keys in total. It used to be that Bethel guarded them for safekeeping, but now, the branches that possess them think only of their own gain. So the first thing we need to do is get those keys ourselves. Perhaps a proto-fiend could detect the energy of divine instruments such as these.
I am indeed picking up sources of incredible power. 3 in total. Not to mention hordes of demons around them.
I say we'd better hurry up and find them. I'm sure you can guess how many Nahobino aspirants are after the keys themselves, so keep an eye out.
The 3 keys has been accepted. Panagia, I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Tao has joined the party. Let's be off then. Oh, that demon.
It's you! Wow, what are the odds? Seriously.
That's Susanoo's daughter.
Thanks for helping me out back then. Gosh, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Die?
But whatever. I see you've got a different girl with you this time. What's up with that? As if a goddess like her could ever replace me. Come on, you know I'm all you really need. Seriously. Because you and I, we're... Ugh, never mind. Forget it.
So I believe she was supposed to be doing the father-daughter thing there, which... It's lost to those of us out west, but those out east after the Susanoo revelation could have pieced it together.
Anyways, count me in. Someone's gotta keep you out of trouble, right? Totally.
So yeah, I'm going to put a break here for a little bit and then we start exploring.